Nuance with Nikki, a little moment of pretty in all that is a little bit shitty. Okay, dear children of the future, as we enter into World War III, please remember this about humanity too. Okay?
Well, take a look at this video. This is incredible footage, an aerial view as the monks make their way across the Gervais Street Bridge today. You can see so many people taking part in the walk with them as well, hundreds, if not at least 1,000 or more people. Now, it took the monks about 30 minutes or so to walk that bridge and make their way to the State House. Once there, they were issued proclamations from the city of Columbia by Columbia Mayor Daniel Rickman and by the state of South Carolina. This was day 77 of their 120-day journey to our nation's capital. And as we mentioned, it was a busy day. With that said, the monks are spending the night here in Columbia at the Lutheran Theological Seminary. That's on North Main Street here in Columbia. News 19's Jamin Wade is there with the details.
Saturday morning, just after 10:30, people began.
To those monks making an impact, I want to say thank you. Thank you for so many, many things. Chief among them is thank you for reminding the better part of me just how many good Americans there are out there, because I have recently gotten so defensive. So much of my channel has felt like I'm speaking up for third world countries against first world countries, particularly speaking up for South Africa against the United States, having mixed feelings about a country that I now find unrecognizable. If it is this confusing to me, your video reminds me how confusing must it be for actual Americans, this period of time. You see, monks, ever since the year that shall not be named, okay, I'm kidding, I'm going to name it 2020, I feel like I have done so much watching of the taking of lives of people that I never asked to watch. I never asked to watch all of that. George Floyd was the first time I ever saw anything like that on camera internationally. Then a country in the Middle East, we had to watch it over and over again. And then a woman 2 years younger than me, her name Renee means the Renaissance. Her name Nicole has its root name in my name. That's Nikki. That means person of victory. That means victory to the people. And her surname is Good. Her name means the renewal of victory and good. Monks, the children that are going to be watching and trying to make sense of this time in history are going to see so much worse than we're seeing now. And what I hope you kids will remember about us as a world is that we're actually not the worst versions of ourselves. Even when I was, criticizing Americans on this channel, I was always like, just remember, I would even say it here. Just remember that America is so huge that when a small percentage of them are bad, that small percentage is bigger than a small country. Do you understand? And you just look at this. I didn't even know it was America. These monks are going down from Texas up. They're going up from Texas up to DC in winter. I have done that opposite drive in winter. They're going to see 4 seasons. Okay? They're going to see incredible heat. They're going to see snow. They're going to see cold. They're going to feel the wind pierce into their skin. The kind of cold that only exists in North America, to my knowledge, or maybe countries on the same latitude. But I digress. Thank you for showing me how many people are like me all over the world. And actually, no matter what, no matter when we're not being the best versions of ourselves, this is what we want in our cheesy little hearts.
Right here in Columbia at the Lutheran Theological Seminary. That's on North Main Street here in Columbia. News 19's Jamin Wade is there with the details.
Saturday morning, just
Sorry, shout out to the Lutheran Church. Shout out to the Lutheran Church. The contrast between you and the Baptist Church speaks for itself. Thank you, Lutheran Church.
after 10:30, people began gathering along the route, waiting to see the monks make their way towards the State House. Supporters traveled from across the southeast to be a part of the walk. I spoke to one woman who made the trip from nearby Savannah.
So we left at 5 a.m. this morning to come down here because I knew the monks were going to be here. And then my friend said, hey, you want to come with me to see the monks? And I jumped at that opportunity.
By 2 o'clock, the monks made their way across the Jervis Street Bridge. The 1.3-mile walk to the State House drew thousands of people, many stopping to wave, cheer, and share words of encouragement along the way.
Doing this about 3 days ago. I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
And so I started following it 3 days ago, and I'm like, oh my God, they're coming to Columbia.
As a person who does not believe anymore, who lost my faith, because I saw far too much cruelty from Christians, and I don't want to get into it. I'm not willing to debate it. I just want to, the 2.5 Christians who are able to hear, those who will hear, right? As the scripture says. This moment reminds me of when we had no water in Joburg. It was a heat wave. I was in the newspaper. And on the way to the spaza shop, we were buying buckets. We're buying buckets because we needed water. And there were Christians there handing out pamphlets, interrupting us while we're trying to get buckets for water. But the reason we had buckets is because the mosques had said to the community, come to our boreholes and take as much as you need. And we came as we are. Every race, black, white, colored, Indian, poor people, rich people, a man in a suit. I was at a mosque menstruating, which I told the newspaper, in a heat wave, in yoga pants and a yoga bra, a sports bra. Nobody looked at me sideways. They gave me water. These monks are not preaching. We know you by your works. Baptist Church, we know you by your works. But Lutheran Church, we know you by your works too. I'm not even speaking judgment. I'm not even pretending to be perfect. I'm just enjoying a beautiful moment.
Have for this sense of peace in a world that increasingly feels so violent and so full of hatred, to really see we are connected, we are one, we really want to be together as a community, and to see that happen here tonight on our campus has been a huge gift.
We also heard from
Here's a gift to me. I just want to say something that I haven't been able to say in months, maybe years. Well done, people of America. Well done to you for supporting those monks and feeding them. They're just doing a silent walk for peace. And you guys came out in your numbers, quietly, supporting 23,000 miles. I can't even fathom that. Thank you. It actually feels so good to be able to say to you guys, thank you for being who I remember you guys to be when I was sitting next to you on those buses. Not these caricatures I'm seeing on social media and in the media. Thank you for your humanity.
You can find more coverage on our website.
Spread the message of
Okay, let's listen to what the monks are saying. It's very simple. It's not anything preachy because it isn't about preachy. They're just walking and loving. Please remember this about humanity, kids.
What are the chances for all these Buddhist monks get a chance to come to the church to stay overnight? What does that mean? Isn't it unity? Harmony? Yes? Is that peace? Would the world should be like this? So we all can sit down here together. We have different backgrounds. We have different skin colors. We speak different languages. We have different faith, right? But we are here together. And earlier, Mayor said, Meridian gonna show us that this is the largest and the grateful welcoming ever throughout our journey. It is. This is the first time ever from the 50 days that we have left Fort Worth, Texas. Today marks 50 days that we have traveled from Fort Worth to here, over 800 miles. And this is the biggest welcoming for us.
It's not the first time that it happened. Desmond Tutu was best friends with the Dalai Lama.
Not under the road, not at the museum, not anywhere but the church. And we all here together without separation. We let go of all our anger, our ego, and be able to come here and sit down together with everyone. That this is love. This is harmony, this is unity, and this is peace. And it's been 50 days, and today happened to be the coldest day to walk. But we never give up. We still walk. We still carry that message to spread it, to remind you all. We are just the messengers to remind all of you that peace is already with you. Happiness is already with you. That you just forgotten it. Now is time to awaken it. Without all of you here and everywhere that following us, we could not finish this journey.
Okay, I think I've got my message. Peace is within you. You just forgot it. I look at myself on this channel, and many of you are going to say, what, she's crying now, this, that, and the other thing. Hasn't she spoken against illegal immigration, this kind of thing? Let's just say, we'll look at somebody like Renee Nicole Good. I'm a Nikki, she's a Nikki. Doesn't mean I want someone who's against that to be shot like that, to watch it the way we watched it and watched her being demonized. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words. Me, who's always trying to cha-cha-cha on this channel and being very cheeky, I'm at a loss for words. Peace is already with you, and you've just forgotten it. I do think dark days are coming, guys. I do think it's going to be very dark, especially up in the Northern Hemisphere, especially for the first world countries. I think you guys are going to have it rough. So I just want to thank the monks for this moment of solidarity and humanity. And I didn't set up my last video that it would reach many people. I just did it on a whim, and it was one about my message to Renee Nicole Good. I just wanted to try and express what I said there. She had such a beautiful spirit, and I believe that this is just my own spirituality, guys. I believe that because of the way in which she died.
This is a woman-to-woman discussion. This is not a country-by-country thing. This is a human thing. I just wanted to say, rest in peace and well done. On a spiritual level, what I see playing out there in your video is how your angels, your spirit guides do it.
I don't think the sound is very good. Guys, I'm going to try and express what I was trying to say. Again, I don't have the words. But I felt like it was something of a setup. I felt that they chose Minnesota, icy Minnesota, because they knew that if they provoked somebody in Minnesota, the car would be likely to slide. If you've ever driven on snow and like on icy roads, the car would be likely to slide if you shoot someone. What should have happened is that car was going to crash into someone's house, someone's car, someone's whatever. And Renee Nicole Good, her car didn't hurt anybody but her. That's what I will remember watching that. I know people are imposing their own views on it, hey? And there's a threshold we've covered. A threshold we've crossed. I've watched too much death. Renee Nicole Good, Aaron Bushnell, so many people in Gaza, George Floyd. Way more than I ever wanted to spend my 30s watching. Yo. But there's something, it was like a threshold we crossed with this last one. And like the way that her spirit, I'm not even articulating it well, the way that her spirit made sure that no one else would be lost the instant that she passed. And the way she's awakened good in so many of us. Thank you. This is Nikki signing out, an imperfect person who doesn't have all the words to say, other than I am touched. Thank you, monks. Thank you. I don't even know any of your names because you're not branding yourselves. It's about your message. Wow.
Our message is to bring peace, to spread the loving kindness and compassion, and raise the awareness of peace to everyone. We are living in this society. We do have peace, we do have happiness, but we tend to forget them. We've been forgotten it for so long, right?
And look, just look at that. The footage speaks for itself. This is how many people are hungry for that. That's just one city. Thank you.